What's up YouTube, this is MrKingLiam and today I'm bringing to you another deck profile on the channel. It is a Crystron Deck Profile for February of 2017. Now I do know that the Banlist still hasn't come out yet, but that's not really going to stop me doing deck profiles anymore. I was a little bit cautious at first, but now I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you the deck profile that I've made, but then I'm also going to make a couple of changes. So a couple of suggestions just in case someone gets hit on the ban list. And I reckon one thing on this ban list will probably get hit, but I'll get to that in a minute. So first off, we have Quick Draw Synchron. Just basically a good tuner option to have basically. Also it's machine, which will come in handy. I'll get to that a bit later. Next up we have Crystron Rosenix. Basically the main theme of Crystrons is that it's got two main abilities. The non-tuners have the ability where you can target one face-up card you control and special summon. You can special summon one Crystron tuner from the deck. So basically what you want to do is first use Different Dimension Trench to banish a Crystron. Then you use one of the non-tuners to target this card and destroy it. Then you can special summon another tuner, and then you Different Dimension Trench's effect activates, where basically the monster you banished returns to the field. So basically you get two Crystrons for the price of one effect, which isn't too bad. Also its second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon one Crystron token, but it can't be tributed. Next up, I'm running one gold gadget. This mainly due to having two of Rosenix, so it's just basically a way to go through the cards a bit faster, get them out a bit faster, and also it's a good option if I need to go for a rank 4 as well. Next up, running Crystron, I have no idea how to pronounce, but it's got the same effect about targeting a card face up on the field. However, the second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Crystron monster from your deck to your hand, activate Crystron discard, blah blah blah. You can only activate this effect once per turn and only once that turn. Next up we have Speedroid Tete Tomberg. I think I pronounced that right. So basically if you control Wind monster you can special summon this card, so basically a quick rank 3. And the Wind monster in question of course is Speedroid's Terratop. Doesn't really need too much explaining, just a really great level 3. However, as I explained earlier, I reckon this will probably be the card that does get hit the most on the ban list in this deck profile, so I'll suggest a couple of replacements later on in the video. Next up we have Crystron Spiger, same targeting effect. This one you can base this card from the graveyard to special summon one Crystron spell search trap from your deck to your hand. So basically it's a spell trap searcher. And the final non-Crystron tuner is Crystron Partial. I don't know, sorry. It's the turtle basically. So basically, this one is you can base this card from your graveyard, special summon one Crystron monster from your hand. So it's a quick way to get another Crystron to the field. Also a decent defense as well. And now we get to the Crystron tuners itself. I'm running 3 of Citri. So basically this card's effect is during your opponent's main phase or battle phase you can target one non-tuner monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated, and if you do, immediately after this effect resolved, special summon one machine type synchro monster using that monster and this card. This is a quick effect. However, these materials are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. And this is also a level 2 as well. And then we have Crystron Quan. I think this is the Crystron that's being printed in Raging Tempest, which I believe is released next week at the time of filming this video. So once again, you can special summon a non-tuner. Oh, okay, sorry. This one's from the graveyard. However, this one is a non-tuner monster from your hand, but it has its effects negated, if any, and if you do it immediately after this effect resolves, special summon one synchro type monster. So more than likely with this, you'll probably be going for Crystron Conducts by bringing out either Smyger or the other Crystron, which I can't pronounce. So there's that. Also, one combo with Citri. If you manage to, with Citri, if you bring out one of the level 3s, you can bring out Crystron Amatrix. Basically, when this card is synchro summoned, you can change all face-up special summon monsters your opponent controls to defense position. And obviously, in the age of Exceeds, Synchros, special summoning, and of course pendulums, that's definitely quite a handy effect. Also, you can target one Crystron monster from the graveyard as except a synchro monster, and you can special summon it. So it's a way to bring back some Crystrons as well. So, now for the spell cards, we're running 1 Soul Charge, 1 Iron Core, 1 Upstart Goblin as a draw engine, 1 Terraforming, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Different Dimension Trench. However, I probably should have this at 3, and I'm also running 2 Starlight Junction. For traps, we're running Bottomless Trap Hole, Mirror Force, Crystron Entry, Crystron Impact. Sorry, did I say 2? I meant 3. 1 Call the Haunted, 1 Solemn Strike, and 1 Solemn Warning. So basically, Crystron Impact, I'll just go over this card quickly. Basically, you can target one of your banished Crystron monsters. Again, works with Different Dimension Trench. You can special summon it. If your opponent controls any face-up monsters, change their defense to 0. So basically, this card can be handy with. If you manage to summon Amatrix and change all the monsters to defense position, they'll have 0 defense. So that's not too bad a combo, in my opinion. Also, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, during other player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate the effect. So it's also a defensive card. And now we get to the extra deck. First off, we have Crystron Phoenix, pretty much the boss monster of the deck. You'll need an Amatrix and a Quandux to synchro summon. However, if this card is synchro summoned, you can banish all spell and traps your opponent controls and in their graveyard. So yep, definitely decent there. Also, if this card is synchro summoned, if this synchro summoned card is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can target one other monster in your graveyard and you can special summon it. So basically, it doesn't have any restrictions, if I'm correct. You can target one other monster, but it doesn't say it has to be a Crystron. Interesting. Next up, we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, along with Kalkari Steel Shogun. Main reason I went for Kalkari Steel is because it was a machine, so I have a feeling it might come in handy. Next up, we have Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, and also Black Rose Dragon as our level 7s. For our level 6, we're only Paladin Zector. It's not too bad a card. Also, it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, you take no damage, so it's not bad. Not a bad level 6. Also, it's a machine type monster as well. And then, of course, we've got the 2 Crystron Synchros. We've got Amatrix and Quadrax. For our rank 4s, we're running Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, number 101, Sun on the Arc, Castel the Skyblast Musketeer, Gargaga Cowboy, and for our rank 3, we have Wind Up Zen Maids. So anyway, that was my Crystron Deck Profile for February 2017. However, as I stated, I am going to suggest a couple of replacements for certain cards, just in case they get banned. The main one being Speedroid Terratop. Now, at the moment, this is currently limited for free. I'm filming this the Tuesday before this video goes up, so just in case anyone wonders that question. So basically, what should replace this card? I've done a little bit of research and I've come up with probably 4 valid options. First off is maybe run another Quick Draw Synchron. Another option is Kagamusha Knight and Crane. However, these two are a little bit restrictive because basically with these two you'll probably only be able to go for rank 3s. Because Crane, while we can get a level 3 from the graveyard and special summon it, its effects are negated, so it wouldn't be a tuner anymore. And for Kagamusha Knight, when the level 3 is normal summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. However, this card can't be used as a synchro material monster, so obviously the synchros are out, so they'll only be for rank 3s. Personally, out of the research, so far the best alternative card I've found so far is actually an older card from a couple of years ago, Cock-a-doodle-doo. Now, this card, if you're not familiar with it, is a pretty decent tuner. So basically, if there are no monsters on the field, you can special summon the card from your hand as a level 3 monster. So, pretty good effect there. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand as a level 4. So, and also, if this face-up card would leave the field, banish it instead. So that's the only downside. However, the fact that this can be either a level 3 or a level 4 if you special summon it, definitely gives you a good amount of possibilities for synchros. So, in my opinion, if Terra Top goes down to 1 or 2, I might side the Cock-a-doodle-doo in. So anyway, that was my Crystron Deck Profile for February of 2017. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel to know when my newest deck profiles coming out. Also be free to check out my previous deck profiles as well, and also be free to leave in the comments down below what deck profiles you'd like to see in the future. I recently had a suggestion for a Heraldic Beast Crystal Beast deck profile. I do like the idea of that. It probably won't be for a couple of weeks though, mainly because the ban list has not come out yet. So anyway, that was my Crystron Deck Profile. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for now, this is MrKingLiam signing out.